My mom, as of right now, currently, I love my parents so much. So Forbes had released, and I didn't know they did this, but they had released like, you know, what people make or blah, 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 whatever, and I was on that. Not a great time.
You didn't know this was coming?
Boy, no, yes. I didn't.
By the way, they just make the number up.
They make the number up?
He wants to clear. Say it to the camera.
Is this the camera? Is this? They make that up, man.
Say it with your chest, man. Say you gotta get it off your chest.
Do you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? I'm like, bro, okay, here's the thing. It was less than a full calendar year. How'd I more than double the net worth? Anyway, here's the thing, right? They release it, and then the next morning, mind you, I'm in Europe at the time, and the time change is almost like it's the next day. So I'm waking up to my phone hot. My phone's on Do Not Disturb due to social media stuff, so only like 5 people can actually access your phone, right? But at that point, when your phone is ringing and those 5 people are here and you're like, okay, what's happening? And you see it and you're like, all right, man. Because at that point now, it's restructuring the entirety of your relationships with everybody.
Yeah.
With everybody.
It's a whole new relationship.
It's a whole
That's
new
a great
relationship,
point. Yeah.
right?
Jordan, you didn't even do it or know it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Jordan, hold that thought. I'm sorry. Let me ask you two specifically this. In work and what we do, it's taboo to talk about money, right?
Yes.
You don't ask so much how much they make, or you don't know your peers, any of those things.
Of course.
You're public,
Right. Yeah.
right? And it may even be an inflated number at times in certain instances. We were just talking about this. Your family sees it and thinks you have it like on you, like you have all of it. Forget taxes, forget bills, forget responsibilities. I saw what your guarantee is.
I unfortunately have to pay taxes unlike him. You know what I'm saying? He kept the whole check.
Canada tax and U.S. tax.
Now he paid the taxes, but back before, that check would go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those.
How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the pressures of family, friends, new cousins, knowing exactly how much you make and the expectations around that?
That is probably the last final development within this transition of whatever this is because at that point all of your relationships are altered, all of them, familial and otherwise. And we talk about parents, and thank you for asking, I brought back. I love my parents so much. Again, you have to understand, parents are human. You'll get to an age where you realize your parents are human and they make mistakes, and they've always made mistakes. But when you're growing up, you're taught to listen to them and they don't make any mistakes, and you listen to their advice, right? This was the time where I'm realizing, look, my parents are human, okay? If they're gonna see how much I make, who am I to assume they're not going to be curious or they're not going to maybe, ask or request things. But the thing is this, you're right, I witnessed my mom and dad struggle relentlessly to make sure my brother and I were able to have the best life we possibly could with the resources we never had, right? I watched my mom make, a bag of beans stretched for 2 weeks, and my brother and I thought it was just a fun thing, not knowing that was like to survive, right? So when they do that, and I know they went through that, who am I to not try to be there for my parents in any capacity that I can and give them grace, right? Doesn't mean give them all the bread you got, but the grace and empathy to try to be like, okay, how can I help in these circumstances and situations? And again, like for my mom, for her birthday, the best thing in the world brought tears to my eyes. I don't cry much, but this time I really did. It was her birthday. I was able to take her somewhere that she loved the most and to get her all this cookware. And I said, you get whatever you want. There is no limit. And her eyes got this big, and it warmed my heart that I could actually do that. And those are the things that give you that hope when there's a lot of people that are just asking, and they don't care about how you're doing. You'll tell them how you're doing. They're like, man, I'm so sorry. I still need that bread for the thing I needed to do. They don't care. But you have to arrange that. I think Derek Jeter said this one thing that I appreciated the most. He said at some point, and you didn't know when this transition happened, every time someone would talk to him, his immediate thought is, what do they want? And at first it really bothered him, but he realized he has to do that. It's sadly something he needs to do. And once you understand like it's something you gotta do, it does make navigating things easier.
Sure, it turns into, with family, it turns into your conversation sometimes. It's like a boxer, you're like, okay, they hit me with the jab. I know the hook
You know it's coming. You're just trying to.
Yeah, they're asking me, how was my day? Do I want to have lunch?
How's your day?
I'm like, okay, child, okay, that's ooh, to the body. They invited me to dinner at their house next week. I know the hook is coming. Watch the hook. You be ready for the hook, and they hit you with that. You're like, uppercut caught me.
Well, you always joke, you're like, let's just get to it. Let's just get to the thing. Like, just tell me what
I'm 43 now. I've been working and making money. Well, I was like, okay, come on. I don't have. Let me give you the quick the yes or the quick no. And I don't want to
skip all the other stuff.
drag.
Yes.
I was going to ask you, do you feel that way, same way in corporate America? Is it
Well,
people talk and discuss?
Yeah, for sure.
salaries and
Absolutely. The same way.
Those lists are released as well.
Yeah, the way you can. If it's a public company, private companies you don't know, so they're just making it up or guessing.
Yeah, that's
I shouldn't say they're making it up. I'm being a little unfair to publications who do this. They're doing their best to guess, which is a bit frustrating times. It's like, what's the point? But the point is, there's an industry in it. There is an industry in people liking to look at what other people are worth or what other people make, A. And then on the other side, there's a whole industry in, it's a part of, rappers did it forever. Part of the brand was how much money I make, how much money I got, right? And now, the most funny people to me on social, and I don't want anyone to know, but I'm gonna say it, it's the people who make money telling other people how to make money. It's the craziest thing ever. It's like, bro, your whole job is standing on stage and selling people tickets to tell them how to make money, but you only make money because we bought tickets for you to tell us how to make money. You don't do anything.
Which is crazy.
I love watching these
That's how
guys.
they earning their keep.
I love watching. There's one guy, 10X guy. I watch him all.
Oh, he's so good.
Greg Cardone. I just watch
He
it.
shows like the first 10 seconds is a guy talking about how why build one house, build 3 houses.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then he cuts it off. He
No,
goes, why 3? Why not 50 houses?
Yeah, no,
Why not
that's
100 houses?
that guy is funny. He makes fun of these guys all the time. That guy this is serious.
Why don't you just go and 10X?
Tell you how to make money. But I never made money besides charging you guys to listen to me talk about how I made money. It's like, well, wait a minute. I'm honestly gonna go one day. Excuse me, but
I was thinking that too.
I just got one question, then I'm gonna get out of here and get out of your way. What did you ever build or do to make money besides charge us to come in here and listen to you?